welcome to the wrap-up, live on UCFM and direct from Ngunnawal Country. It's week 1 of semester 2, and we're back covering the latest news from across the UC community. I'm your host, Ben, and I'm joined today by Frazer and AJ. First time on the show, Frazer, too, so welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How's everyone's first day of the first week going?
Very well. We had a class this morning. Very nice class, very nice atmosphere. Well, not really. It's very rainy outside, isn't it, Fraser?
Exactly.
I like rain, as long as I'm not in it, but, you know, I have been.
The
so.
weather hasn't exactly given us a warm welcome back to uni, has it?
That's okay. We live and we learn. We live and we learn. Oh, yes.
Now, on today's show, UC Associated Press is going to be joining us to discuss the new opportunities for journalism and media students here at UC. After that, we're going to have the latest news from all across the UC community.
Yes, and later on we will talk health and wellbeing at uni with UC's Student Wellbeing team. And finishing the show, we'll share our top events and opportunities for the coming fortnight.
And you can join the conversation today by sending us a message during the show on our text line at 0415 774405. And we've had the text line open for the show before, but this semester I thought I'd start a new tradition, I guess. We're going to be asking listeners a question every episode. This week we're asking listeners, how do you de-stress when assignments start piling up?
Ooh, should we answer or should we wait?
I mean, how about let's try it. How do you de-stress, AJ?
How do I de-stress? Sitting down with a nice cup of tea, watch a little quick show.
Yeah.
We've been watching a show recently. We've been watching a lot. We've been watching
15,
Pen 15 and Dance Academy. So
we have.
We have been. What about you, Fraser?
Well, how do I de-stress? Very similar. I think a soft blanket is essential. I think there's just something about soft things that helps you de-stress, whether it's some nice Ugg boots or slippers, a blanket. Getting the temperature right is, well, can't de-stress. If it's too cold, so you got to have the heater going, especially this time in winter.
Exactly.
Now, before we hear from you, just a few reminders before you shoot us a text message with your answers on 0415 774 405. Make sure to follow us on our socials. That's on Instagram, UCFM_87.8 to keep up to date with us on everything that's happening.
Exactly. And tune in live from anywhere by following UCFM on the iHeartRadio app. But without further ado, let's wrap things up.
Okay. Journalism and media students might be interested to hear about this new club. It's the UC Associated Press, the very first club for journalism students all the way since 2021.
Exactly, and we have Ben here from UC Associated Press right now joining us in the studio. Ben, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Well, yeah, if everyone at home recognized my voice, it's just me. It's Ben, the host. Unfortunately, we had someone drop out last minute, so luckily I started a new club recently, and I'm here to talk about it, to fill some time.
Well, first of all, UC Associated Press, that's a cool name, giving very journalism. Tell me a little bit about why you decided to start the club, Ben.
So I started a few years ago. Now I'm not going to mention when, but I remember it was very soon after the last press club ended. And I was pretty disappointed about it. I was sort of hoping for someone to maybe start something up before now, but I just figured, I mean, now's the time to do it. So I thought I'd gather some of my friends, and we started the club.
Yeah. New club, new vibe, loving it.
Yes.
Can never have too many clubs, can we?
No, we
can't. Well, I think it's important to have a journalism club on campus. I think we have a lot of student media opportunities, but not a lot of them at UC specifically are student-led. So it's really exciting to get back in the seat.
Tell us a little bit about this club. If I'm not mistaken, we already have, is it UComms, the communications club?
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about how yours is different.
We do have UComms. I figured what I've seen, love UComms for the record, love you guys out there. I figured UComms has existed, and they're definitely for the entire communications degree. But I've seen a lot of my friends and a lot of journalism students not really be engaged, and that's not their fault. I just think that maybe it's like, we just don't see UComms and we think journalism. So I figured, let's go back to our roots. It used to be UComms and UC Press Club. Let's start that up again.
Yeah.
And see what we have going.
Yeah. And, as a new club, I guess for students who are interested, what are some things that you're offering as president of the club?
Yeah. So, I mean, first of all, I'd love to get some industry events going. We're hoping to secure some, what are they called? We're hoping to secure some addresses, some guest addresses, some Q&As for people to come on campus from the industry to speak with journalism students. I really was inspired by, I guess, the National Press Club in that regard. You get a lot of really cool people coming to Canberra to talk. I figured, let's have that for our club. And I'd also love to get some industry visits going, maybe to some newsrooms in Canberra. But I will say the old press club did go to like Melbourne and Sydney and stuff. So hopefully maybe we can do that in the future. That'll be really exciting.
Yeah.
It is still early days,
It
obviously
is.
being first week back of semester, and it is a brand new club. Do you have anything planned yet? If someone were to join, do you have a first activity?
Thank you for mentioning that. So we do, alongside industry events, which are still being set up, we're hoping to do those monthly. We're also doing sort of social events, which are happening every fortnight. And we have our first social event coming up. It's just a welcome lunch. So we're just bringing interested people to come and meet everyone, learn about the club. That'll be in week 2 Wednesday from 2 to 3 at the Coffee Grounds. Make sure to head by if you're interested at all. We'd love to meet you. And I mean, I mentioned this when I was writing the description for the event. We're such a new club.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people don't like to go to these social events because they don't know anyone. We're such a new club that no one really knows anyone. So it's just a really great opportunity for anyone who hasn't been engaged previously but is looking to be.
Don't know anyone yet.
Yes. Well, speaking of the people in the club, what kind of students are recommended, or like what are you looking for?
Yeah,
in terms of students?
the way I've described it, the way that we've described it is just journalism media. So we're sort of looking for anyone who's interested in journalism, but also because I will admit a lot of current people in the club are journalism students, but we're definitely looking for sports media students. So media production. We have an actual media production degree coming up. Anyone who's doing the social media and content creation degree who's maybe interested in doing some like online media production, they would be 100% welcome. Anyone who's interested in working in the media industry, pretty much, you don't even have to be studying the degree. Obviously, we're sort of rooted in the degree, but anyone who's interested in coming to do some journalism or make some media is 100% welcome.
Guys, make that media. I'm going to be there because I'm in the club already.
Yes.
Frazer, you're not in the club yet.
I might have to be.
You might
Truth
have to
be
be.
told, I only found out about this club today.
Way, well, there we go.
Well, we're only new, I think the fact that we're back in semester has been a really good marketing opportunity because I've been able to speak to a lot of people that I know who I just don't follow on social media.
Yeah. Well, speaking of marketing, you were at Market Day.
We were at Market Day.
And how was that experience for you? Did you get a lot of people coming up and questioning
It was.
the club?
So we didn't get a crazy amount of people because unfortunately there just aren't a lot of journalism students at UC. But we got. I was actually surprised by the interest. We got a few people sign up for our sign up sheet, and I really do think that there's going to be a lot of interest coming up in the future.
Yeah, totally. And I heard from the grapevine you're trying to start up a magazine or a news.
We are. So we've decided on a name. It's going to be called Undercurrent. I guess I'll explain the idea of the name. It's sort of a reference to current affairs, but also the undercurrent of opinion. So any topic or perspective that is underreported, we're looking to speak about that.
Nice.
That sounds like a good idea. I might have to check that one out.
Yeah. Shout out to Abby for that name, by the way.
Shout out. Very, very good. Wow.
Now, I'm not sure if this is too basic, but I feel like we should touch on it. Being start of the second semester, we do have a lot of students who, as we know, start halfway through the year. How does one go about if they hear this pitch of your club and they're interested? How can they find you? How can they connect with you guys? How can they join up?
Of course, yes. So we're on Instagram, uc.associatedpress. Even if you're not interested in being a member, definitely follow our Instagram because we'll have a lot of updates when we get the website going, which is happening now. We've just decided on the payment plan that we're using for WordPress. Fun fact. We'll post anything we post up on there on the Instagram, so it'll just be a great account to follow anyway. We're also on Rubric. If you just head onto Rubric and find us through UC. Follow us on Instagram. I definitely recommend that.
Nice.
uc.associatedpress.
That's right, uc.associatedpress. Well, thank you very much, Ben, from UC Associated Press, for joining us.
Of course.
Yes, well, guys, stay tuned. Our weekly news wrap is up next. And now it's time for the latest news across UC. Ben, what's first?
Researchers at UC have tested the impact of aging on our tolerance to heat, finding that heat tolerance increases gradually as we age. Researchers from the Research Institute for Sport and Exercise, UC Rise, measured the physiological effects of a simulated heat wave on participants aged 18 to 79. UC Rise director Professor Julian Perriard noted their limited knowledge surrounding the topic. Quote, we know that as people get older, thermoregularity function is compromised, but it was relatively unknown as to when and if it happens around a particular age. While cardiovascular fitness is linked to better thermoregulation, the team also found that fitness cannot fully compensate for the effects of aging on our heat tolerance.
Very interesting.
I know, because I definitely knew about the connection with age and, heat tolerance and stuff, but I didn't. It's very interesting to find out that it's linear, like you just lose it, we're losing it, day to day.
That is
which sounds very, scary, but don't worry, guys. We're still young.
I feel like it makes sense, but I do agree. I feel like, very similar to Professor Perriard in that I feel like if you asked anyone who's going to be more tolerant to heat, someone 18 or someone 79, everyone's going to agree that the 18-year-old's going to have better heat tolerance. But why is very interesting. And
I just didn't realize that it was such a linear thing.
I had no idea.
And I was reading about it. They were sort of maybe it happens when you're the previous idea was maybe it happens when you're 40 or 50. But obviously it happens
slow
throughout your life.
Guys, I think I'm already getting there. I feel it in my bones. 25 this year, and no, it is what it is.
Speaking of your bones, AJ, unrelated. What's
next? The census, guys. Well, the census is back with millions set to fill out their survey this Tuesday. So tomorrow, guys. Held every 5 years, the census will ask every Australian 66 questions covering their work, background, household, and more. Most households will complete the census online once they receive instructions in the mail. The 2026 edition also has added new questions on gender and sexual orientation for the first time. The census is a key resource for government, informing planning across public spaces or public services like infrastructure and health, and the de-identified data will be processed over the next year and made public in June 2027.
Yeah. You've already done yours, haven't you, AJ?
I have. I was, before I got my letter in the mail, actually.
I did mine as well. I was very excited to do it. It was the first census I've done as an adult, which is exciting.
Same here,
And I thought it was, I guess, a good idea to put this in the show because I feel like a lot of people aren't necessarily aware what the census even is, let alone that it's compulsory. We should mention that as well.
There's some fines going on.
Make sure to do it.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take too long, does it? How long did it take you guys?
Like 10 minutes,
yeah,
not even.
It was pretty short.
10-15 minutes.
Yeah, I think the longest thing was trying to fill out my address. That's mine, because I'm in a silly little area and the address doesn't pop up when you do it in there. But yeah, no, it was really easy. I really I enjoyed answering the question because I was like, oh my god, someone's doing a Q&A with me. Someone
wants to know all about me.
Yeah, someone wants to know. The government wants to know all about me.
I found it very interesting that they wanted me to describe my duties at work. That was detail that I didn't expect we'd be going into, but
I wonder how they'd process all of that. Cause
you're right, I guess you're right, because what I'm thinking is it's millions of people writing free form basically. What are they going to do with that? That would be an interesting thing to, maybe we should get them on the show once
well, they're processing it over the next year, so I guess
it's going to take a while. I did notice
next
that.
Year.
Yeah.
There we go. Well, there you go. Well, what's happening next?
Next, the ABC has reported a dip in construction apprenticeships across the ACT with just 7 apprentice bricklayers training in the industry. They reported a 20% drop in construction apprentices in under 2 years, which comes despite an overall increase in the construction workforce. Housing Industry Association Executive Director Jordan Murray linked the phenomenon to a downturn in housing construction and explained that a lack of steady work has left businesses unwilling to take on multi-year apprentices. The downturn may also be connected to high attrition rates among apprentices, people who start but don't finish their apprenticeship. Bricklaying trainer Lynn Sheffield, also speaking with ABC, explained that current models are not properly equipping apprentices to work on job sites.
Yeah, and I guess I thought that was an interesting thing the bricklaying story was an interesting thing to mention because obviously we're students. I don't think I've never really thought about doing an apprenticeship, but it's obviously a very needed area. So
Yeah, bricks are a foundation for a lot of things.
maybe it's someone,
literally.
maybe some student out there who's not really enjoying physics or something might be interested in starting a bricklaying apprenticeship.
Focus on the physics of bricklaying. How about that? Sounds
And
like
you don't really think about, I mean, obviously people still use bricks, but a lot of buildings nowadays are very modern. You don't really think about how important bricks still are.
I mean, just look to your left, our studio.
Yeah,
exactly.
Look at them bricks. They're looking like bricks.
And it's an art. People don't think it is, but there's a technique to it, and you have to be trained.
You know the videos of people who they have a special thing that they hold the bricks on their back, and it's like, if you're a trainee, it's like a rite of passage to learn how to carry a certain amount of bricks on your back.
I've not seen that one. But
Really? No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's like they've got this. I don't even know what it is. It's like a plate on a stick. Let's call it that. And you just shove a bunch of bricks on it, layer it nicely, and then
I love how the
shove it on
bricklaying is the fascinating part of this. I feel like it's a lot of construction apprenticeships they're talking about, with just bricklayers being an example. But obviously, there's what is there?
Only 7 apprentice bricklayers in the territory is really.
It is.
That's not a lot of bricklayers.
That's tiny.
Yeah,
that is absolute. Especially considering, I know there's been a downturn in construction, but all you have to do is go for a drive anywhere in Canberra, and you'll see construction, high rises. There's so many new things being built.
Yeah, well, what I've heard is there's there's an uptick in construction, but a downturn in housing construction specifically, which is, I guess we should probably look into that more as well, because that's a very I'm not sure why that's happening.
No, well, I feel like a lot of people in Canberra, it's always buying homes rather than building homes, because I guess most of the new land is quite far out. It's not like there's much space within a Canberra, but that's what's making headlines across campus. Up next, we're going to have a chat with UC's Student Wellbeing team.
Now, it's no surprise that many university students struggle with their well-being. Focusing on mental health, many students don't notice when they're struggling or choose to address it alone. Now starting semester 2, it's important to remember that confidential support services like Student Wellbeing are available at UC. To discuss this service, we're joined by Tonia from the Student Wellbeing team. Welcome to the show.
Hey everyone.
It's good to have you here, Tonia. Could you tell us a little bit about what services you and UC Wellbeing offer to the students here?
100%. Thank you so much for having me on the show. First of all, my name is Tonia. I am the Student Wellbeing Support and Outreach Coordinator. So I am in charge of the UC Student Mentor Program and also outreach support services as well with the Wellbeing team. So as part of the Wellbeing, we cover a lot of different ranges of services. One that most students would be most familiar with would be the drop-in at the Student Center that is located in Building 1 and Level B. And we are open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday. So if you have any concerns, or if you just need, someone to talk to, someone to reach out to in terms of your struggles, any mental health struggles or financial struggles, we are here for you.
Anything can be a struggle, can't it? I feel like a lot of students assume that there has to be something, really bad before they reach out, and that they start to ignore some of the early warning signs. And it can be pretty easy to bottle things up, keep them to yourself, and it can be hard to reach out, can't it?
Yeah, 100%. And I think we see this as unfortunately, as a pattern throughout the semester. And that's why we would love to encourage everyone to not wait until it gets to a point where you feel like you can't bear it anymore, but to reach out to us early and to join the different events, make a point of connection with the people around you, and know that you're not struggling just by yourself.
Yeah, it's a lovely message.
And I mentioned mental health in the intro, but you also mentioned financial struggles. What sort of help services do you provide beyond just helping people with their mental health?
Yep, 100%. So part of our team, we have Mustafa, who is our dedicated financial well-being advisor, and he would welcome drop-in services for students who are experiencing financial service, and he'll be able to provide the different avenues of services depending on the need of the student. We also have Care Financial Services. So they're a third-party organization that comes on campus on the first Monday of every month. And their drop-in appointments are also available to be booked through the Wellbeing team.
Yeah, and just before we started, you mentioned UC Thrive. You're currently looking for some mentees. Tell me a little bit about that.
Sure. So as part of the UC Thrive, so we're here because we want you to thrive in your university journey. And we have this UC Student Mentor Program, which essentially matches commencing semester 2 students to a mentor who is already a little bit ahead in their study journey. And think of it as like a buddy program when you enter the workforce. So it's someone who, you can ask any questions about without feeling, judged or like, oh, am I answering or asking the right questions? So they'll be with you kind of like catching up once a week for the first 8 weeks of your student journey. And they'll be able to give you advice on, different places in campus, a bit of like campus familiarization, where to get the best coffee on campus, although that's a bit subjective, and give you kind of like advice on how to navigate the UC systems and where to access support when you need them.
So for any new students listening who are interested in signing up as a mentee, how can they go about that? How can they connect with a mentor through your service?
Yep, 100%. So on your My UC, if you go to the top right corner on like Wellbeing Support at UC, there is a tab that says Join Student Mentor Program. And when you click on that, there is a button that says Become a Mentee, and it will take you to a form for application as a mentee. And then once we receive your application, we will match you with a student mentor up until the end of week 2.
And a lot of students, they might know that Wellbeing's there, but they might not choose to approach it for help. For any student who might need Wellbeing but are a little bit nervous about actually asking for help, what would you say to them?
I would say, we're not scary. Come and talk with us. But also at the same time, at the moment, we have a Wellbeing kind of casual drop-in just outside of the student center. It's a bit more, like welcoming, and it's just like a space, like a safe space for people to access support services, or if you have any questions at all in regards to starting your journey at UC. Specifically as an international student as well, if this is your first time on campus, we're more than happy to kind of like answer any questions through that. We also host different outreach events throughout the semester, things like coffee catch-ups or like Wellbeing walk and talks, which of this information can be found in the UC Thrive Instagram. And through these kind of outreach programs, it's a lot more chill and I guess like approachable in terms of like you don't have to go to the specific Wellbeing desk in student center to access this help. But if you need like further support, then we will direct you to the right support services.
And what are some of the more common reasons you find that new students particularly are coming to you guys for some help?
There are so many different factors. I think for international students, it could be things like feeling isolation or feeling lonely, especially being away from family for the very first time. We have students who are mature age students who are coming back to studies after being in the workforce and find it kind of difficult to like navigate all the UC systems. As you know, there's so many different like Canvas, My UC, and like it's all hitting you all at the same time when you just start your week 1. And we also had students going through like financial hardships, or if they're going through things like anxiety or like mental health kind of like conditions. Those are the things that I think most commonly affects our students. But at the same time, like we're here to support, and like what you've mentioned before, Ben, to not kind of like wait until you feel like it's getting too much, but actually like seek out support services earlier on.
Yeah, and I also mentioned in the introduction confidentiality, and I'm sure that's a big deal for a lot of people. They don't want their issues getting out, in public. What sort of confidentiality does your team provide?
So the Wellbeing team operates fully confidentially. We host the drop-in services where when you're meeting with one of our Wellbeing coordinators, they do not disclose any of this information unless you have requested them to be passed on to like the different support services that you will need to access. But it stays with us, and you like it's good for you to know that like it's a safe space, and that's like really like what we want our well-being space to be for our students. It's the same as like medical and counseling. So as a student, I don't know if you guys know as well, you are able to access a free like counseling services for through medical and counseling. In the same way, their services are also confidential. It doesn't go to your faculty or your unit conveners or any other people. So it just stays with us, and we will help you the best way that we can through that.
And are your services at UC Thrive as well completely free, just like medical and counselling?
Yes, 100%. We run all of our services completely free. We host like free well-being excursions as well. So like different trips that can help you like meet new friends and just go out and explore Canberra a little bit. In fact, we do have the Capital Highlights Tour. So for international students or students who are coming from interstate who haven't had a chance to explore Canberra, we highly encourage you guys to come and join.
And just one more question. A lot of students, we say they don't really notice when they're struggling, or they might think that it's not quite at the level where they need to reach out, or they might think that it's fine and it'll sort themselves out if they just bottle it up and keep it to themselves. What are some kind of warning signs or early signs where you think that, if you're feeling these kinds of things, you should reach out?
That's a great question. I think when you start feeling that you're burning out, like if you're feeling like more tired than usual, even though you're only doing like, the similar amount of activities that you usually do during the week, if you're feeling like isolating, I think that's like one of the clear signs of like not wanting to share your struggles with other people. And I think that's exactly when you should be reaching out to other people and make that point of connection. Because like when we think that like we're just going through this by ourselves, it creates this almost like a silo effect where you feel like, oh, I'm the only one going through this. But the thing is, well-being and mental health is a very much human experience. And there's so many people out there who are like, experiencing loneliness, struggling with belonging the same way that we normally do. So I think the more it's and like reaching out for help is brave. Some people think that when I ask for help I'm weak, but it's completely opposite of that.
Thanks so much for joining. Oh, did you have
I was just going to say,
there?
for all those listening, what's the best way, easiest way to find out more about well-being?
Yes, we do have the Wellbeing email address, which is wellbeing@canberra.edu.au. So if you have any concerns or any issues that like you would like to disclose or like to arrange a time to meet with our Wellbeing team, you can email through that. Or we're also on my UC under Student Wellbeing support.
It's a really wonderful initiative you've got there. That's UC Thrive for anybody who's just joined us. Thanks so much for joining us, Tonia. It's been great having a chat with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Now, finishing today's show, we're highlighting key events and opportunities for students across the next fortnight. Canberra Potters is holding their 2026 Ceramics Festival at Watson Arts Centre this Saturday, August 15th from 3 to 5 p.m. Fired Up, as it's called, will host live entertainment, pottery making demonstrations, ceramic markets, and food and drink offerings. And I thought this was a very exciting one to put because a pottery festival sounds amazing. Would you go to that?
Guys, I'm going. I want to go. That'll be cool. I love doing pottery.
I mean, I will say it is obviously very popular because for some, select ticket holders, you're able to try pottery throwing yourself. Unfortunately, those tickets are sold out. But general entry is still available for $5 per person for anyone interested. So definitely check that out. Obviously, there is going to be a lot more amazing. I think amazing things on offer. So check it out.
Yeah, nice, very good. And that's on Humanities, isn't that right?
It is on Humanities. Yes.
There we go. Well, on my side of things, guys, Region Media is looking for communication and media students for summer 2026 and semester 1 2027. If you're a journalism, marketing, or public relations student, Region Media is offering a media production and business operations internship over the coming summer. So if you're into digital and media, social media production, and if you have experience in it, it's required. Applications close on the 21st of August, so check out Career Hub for more information and to apply.
And I am very interested in that that internship. I think I might apply for it.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll get it.
Hey, 21st of August,
How
coming
about
around
you?
the corner.
Have you had any internships yet?
I've not yet. That does sound appealing, but I don't
Yeah.
know how I'd go competing against you to get it.
We'll see. Maybe you'll get it. But that all around that sounds like a great opportunity. Anyone who's interested in UC Associated Press might also check out this internship.
Hey,
Shameless
there you
plug. Speaking of careers, the Employer Connect Career Expo is back. I think it's on every year, isn't it? It's here in the refectory again for 2026, Wednesday, August 19th from 11 to 2. You can come along for details on all sorts of graduate opportunities and internships across a number of industries. They'll have employers from all across government, education, health, hospitality. I think there's a lot of private sector guys there as well.
They'll have, all of the, who's who of government departments and, private, like the big four, accounting firms, that type of thing. I guess they have ACT Education, New South Wales Education, Catholic Education, AJ.
What? Me? Yeah, you're right.
Didn't you go to a Catholic school?
I did go to a Catholic
Exactly.
school.
And, bunch of great hospitals from, local communities as well. So
They do have a lot. They've got all sorts of different
I think it's
people that
great.
you wouldn't even
Yeah.
expect there.
anyone who's doing a BGL health or education degree specifically, just attend, right? You never know if you'll get something cool out of it.
I believe there is a full list of the stall holders available online. If there's anyone that
Yes.
catches your eye, you can, come
You
have
can
a
visit
chat with them.
the UC events pages for a complete list of employers and to register your attendance.
There you go.
And also, UC Live are hosting their Nowhere to Wear party at UC Hub on Friday, August 21st. I got a quote directly from the website because it was a perfect explanation. Ever stared at that one outfit in your wardrobe and thought, I wish I had somewhere to wear this? Well, now you do. Obviously, this is just an event for anyone who has like a graduation gown or like a
Wedding
quinceañera dress.
Quinceañera dress, yes.
Who they just don't have anywhere to wear it besides this party, of course. So definitely check that out. Tickets are $18 and they will have a headline DJ, which is soon to be announced. And it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I might just have to attend. I think week 2 is actually a great time for a party.
I agree.
Because I feel like our week's incredibly busy. But you're finally settled in on week 2. So yeah.
Do you
And that's a
guys-
good theme as well. I feel like have you
It is, yeah.
had a I wish I had somewhere to wear this moment?
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of
oh
people
gosh.
have.
I mean, I have a plethora of, unfortunately,
Yeah, what
blazers
if you had to pick
and
one
other-
thing in your wardrobe that you'd wear to this event, what would you pick?
Ooh, I had back in ye old good old, in my parents' house, I definitely have like a full-on like race suit that needs using.
Oh wow, yeah.
Like a jumpsuit that's like giving racing car, like F1. But I
have a
not
couple like
worn it.
old Halloween costumes. I probably wouldn't wear a toga because that's just a whole nother university
You
party.
do also look like Jesus. when
Yes.
you-
I have a big like jacket when I was dressed as Neo from the Matrix.
Mm-hmm.
I'm never gonna wear that.
But that could make some cool outfits.
I could probably put together a cowboy outfit. I have a cowboy hat that I'm never going to wear outside of hoedown night. So yeah, a lot of options.
Yeah,
How
what about you, Fraser?
How about me, hey? I may dress pretty normal at the moment, but I have gone through some phases. I'm sure I still have some old pieces lying around that I could put something together in that I thought, I'm out of that stage now, but maybe I could run it back.
Well, there you go.
Love
Yeah,
to
well,
see.
anyone who's interested, check out the UC events page for more info and to book.
Nice. Well, the UC Ngunnawal Centre is looking for expressions of interest for their Student Success Study Coaching Program. So those interested in a paid on-campus position providing academic guidance and support to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students are encouraged to submit an EOI online. So study coaches must be enrolled in honours or postgraduate study and preferably enrolled in health and business-related fields. And international students are also encouraged to apply for this position. Guys, have you heard of this before?
I haven't. It sounds like a great opportunity for anyone who's past the initial stage of their
Yeah.
bachelor's degree. So,
yeah, I mean, I'm not in honours or
I'm not
postgraduate.
either,
I don't
but-
think any of us are here, but there are definitely people listening in the refectory. Hey
Certainly.
guys, who might be interested. So definitely.
And it's always,
check it
I
out.
mean, I think it's always great to work on campus as well.
we do.
I've met some good, yeah, exactly. And I've met some good people working on campus. So
The best
check it
people
out.
work on campus. Yes. So applications close at the end of the year. So see Career Hub for more information and the form to apply. There you go. What's happening next, Fraser?
All right, so Australian singer-songwriter Vera Blue is performing at the Refectory on Sunday, August 23rd. Her fourth studio album, Modern Rituals, is set to release 3 days before, on August 21st. Her sound spans from folk to electronic all the way to pop, and in 2023 she was awarded a National Live Music Award for her vocals. Tickets are going to be $77, and you can check out Mosh Tix for more info and to book. Come have a listen.
Dude, I
Yeah.
love her.
Really?
I'm a really
yeah.
big
So
fan.
I was looking for events to put in the rundown, and I picked this one. Because I listened to some of her songs, and she's actually really good. And I added in that she won that award for live vocals because she's probably going to be really good if you go, on that night.
Yeah, I really want to go. Been looking.
It sounds
forward
like
to
a lot of
this
fun.
Did you know that? Here's a fun fact. Her real name is Celia Pavey.
She also was a
on The
finalist
Voice.
on The Voice in
Yes.
2013.
And that's why I watched.
yeah.
I watched The Voice, and that's how I found her. And she did this wonderful, I guess, original song for one of her performances that
Yeah.
I knew before she performed it. It was called "Candle in the Night." It was amazing. So
Yeah.
definitely go. I'm probably going to be there. $77. Mosh Tix. Go check it out.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
There you go.
And the National Zoo and Aquarium is looking for animal lovers to apply for their education guide petition. If you're passionate about animals, conservation, education, and have a knack for public speaking and performance, this might be an opportunity for you. This is a paid part-time and casual position, and all are welcome to apply. Applications close on the 12th of August. And this just sounds like a great opportunity for anyone who does love animals, because it doesn't look like you need many, prerequisites to apply for this position. So it's probably a great way to get started in that sort of area.
Yeah, I mean, Zoo and Aquarium, like, I feel like what a cool job. Imagine you're talking to someone new and they're
That
like,
would
"What do
be
you
a
do
cool
for work?"
job.
Yeah, I would work there.
And who
Unfortunately,
doesn't
I've got a
love
job.
animals?
Yeah, not
Yeah.
me. Oh, I like animals. I do. But yeah, the Zoo and Aquarium, I think it's like the education guide, other people who do the presentations with the animals and show all the
Yeah.
kids, all that kind of stuff. That would be really fun.
It sounds
So-
really exciting. I mean, yeah, I'm unfortunately I don't want to work at a zoo. That's just a personal opinion. But
There
it
might
does
be
sound
some-
like a really fun opportunity anyway.
Some education students might be interested. 'Cause,
Definitely.
I mean, it's
And I
a
think
mix
they
of
are
education.
quite kind. Everyone I've met from the National Zoo
Oh,
and
yeah.
Aquarium,
Yeah.
they all seem to have big hearts, and they do genuinely care for their animals.
Yes.
Well, hang out and you can see the Jamala. You know Jamala, the
Yes,
Jamala Wildlife
Wildlife
Jamala
Lodge.
Lodge. Yeah, maybe you can get a free night there. I don't know. Who knows?
Maybe. Well, for anyone interested, for more information on the opportunity, see the job listing on Career Hub.
Exactly. Well, those are our latest student picks. Make sure to check out Career Hub and the UC events pages for more info on career opportunities and campus events.
Well, that's all we have time for today, but thank you for joining us on the wrap up.
Yes.
Don't forget to follow our socials at UCFM_87.8 to keep up to date with everything going on here at the wrap up.
Exactly. And you can listen to the past episodes of the wrap up on our website, ucfm.com.au, or find us wherever you get your podcasts.
And you can tune in next Monday to keep up to date with what's going on around UC. But until then,
That's a wrap.